will introduce myself. My name is Dr. Vikas Singh Rawat. I'm an RTI expert. I'm working in the field of men's rights in India from past 2 years. Today we have two speakers. First speaker is Mr. Neeraj Pathat. Neeraj Pathat is a legal expert who provides relief and legal help to the victims in the criminal cases and family-related matters. Neeraj has more than 20 years of experience in IT sector and various other sectors. Neeraj is also victim of false cases and has proved the case against him false everywhere by struggling day and night, studying law, battling with the authorities. Neeraj helped innocent victims to get justice from the false cases against them and their family. So today, Mr. Neeraj will talk about how to safeguard men from false sexual harassment cases at workplace. In short, POSH. So I would like to request Mr. Neeraj to start his presentation. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Dr. Vikas. Good evening, everyone. So today I'll be taking. My name is Neeraj, as Dr. Vikas has already given my introduction. Today I'll be speaking about how to safeguard men from the false cases which happens at your workplace. So hold on a second. Let me just start my presentation. I hope you are all able to see the presentation. So we'll proceed ahead. How to safeguard men from false sexual harassment cases at workplace. Okay. So we'll move on to the next slide. So what exactly is a workplace? Which place can you call as a workplace? Okay, so there are a company, any place where you work. Okay, so essentially that's your workplace. It can be a company, it can be a factory, it can be a school, it can be a college, hospital, clinic, shops, etc., etc. And at each places, everyone has their role and everyone has their jobs to do. So we'll move on to the next slide. So we'll just have a look at what all laws are currently existing for women. Okay, so these are the different types of laws which are there for women. So I'll just read it out: the sexual harassment of women at workplace. So if any woman is harassed at workplace, then there is a special act for it, which was formed in 2013, which contains prevention, prohibition, and redressal. So the reason why I've included these laws is that you need to understand what all are the provisions which are already there for women, and as a man, you are not entitled to anything. Okay, you don't have any special laws. You don't have anything in provision to protect you if if the false accuser is a woman or of a female gender. Okay, but let me clarify, we are not against the gender. We are only against such females who put false cases and who creates such kind of issues. Okay, we'll cover it in the next slide. Okay, so we'll move on. The Indecent Representation of Women Act, Protection of Women from Domestic Violence, Anti-Trafficking Prohibition Act, Immoral Traffic Prevention Act, the Criminal Law Amendment. Amendment has been done several times. Act 2013. So these, if you see the acts, like they are fairly new. The first act as well as the second last act, the Criminal Law Amendment Act 2013, and the Sexual Harassment of Women. Okay, so it's not gender neutral. It's only for women. Okay, so if a man is harassed at a workplace, then he has no law for it. And hence, we are going to discuss how you can protect yourself from the false cases, or else how you can prevent such issues. And the Indian Penal Code, Indian. Okay, so these are the one-sided sections found within IPC, Indian Penal Code. So you can actually look up these sections later, and you will be able to see that only women can file cases under these sections. A man won't be able to file a case under these sections because these sections they are exclusive to women, and they only allow women to file these cases, and most of these sections they are cognizable in nature, which means of serious offense, and they are non bailable, which means you won't be able to get bail easily in these cases. And most of the times the local court and the sessions court, district court, they usually reject the bail even if the accused is innocent and has many evidences to prove that he has not done the offense. Because it personally happened in my case, I was not even there at the where the offense was committed, yet the bail was rejected in the lower court, in the sessions court, sorry, because most of these cases the bail has to be taken from session court. We'll move on to the next slide. I prepared very few slides, and the presentation is going to be it's going to be a very short presentation. Okay, since it's the first webinar, we'll be doing a very short presentation. So, what exactly is the purpose, or what exactly is the motive of the woman? Okay, who does false cases upon men? So, first is blackmail. It can be for blackmailing. Then comes extortion for money related purpose. Okay, if you don't give me XYZ amount of money, I'll file a case on you. I'll report you to the HR. I'll say you are sexually harassing me, you are touching me here and there, and all these kind of things. Okay. And blackmail, if they want something to be done by you, then they will use resort to these such kind of methods. Promotion. So if a woman is not getting promoted because her skill is not up par, and she's not working well, but she still says, no, I'm a woman, I deserve promotion, and why am I not being promoted? And many of these actually they have some ego issues as well, so they use such kind of false cases against their seniors to trap them in order to get promotion as well. And then there are several other hidden motives, best known reasons to them. And then there is to take revenge, because you did something, you said something, so I cannot say something and I cannot do something. So what I'll do is I'll go and file a false case against you, and then you will be screwed. So that's the mentality. And some do it purposely to destroy the life of the other person. Okay, because we cannot see you living happily, and you have a very good family, and it's all going good for you. So some people have that issue saying that okay, fine, we will destroy your life. Okay, so to destroy life, and so once a false case is done upon someone, then the family also suffers of that person, because that person will be out of job, and a lot of things, the false, the person who is accused of has to suffer actually. And there are many other reasons. Okay, so be cautious while hiring females. Okay, so if you are the owner of a company, or if you are an HR, human resource manager, human resource staff, having hiring power, you should always avoid hiring false accusers. I'm not saying avoid hiring female race. Okay, I'm just saying avoid hiring false accusers. Okay, and do make sure that you screen them very intensively. Okay, so that you know how well you can protect your organization employees from such false cases. Okay, because it can be very damaging to the organization and the workplace where you work in. We have already covered this, so we'll go to now loss. What are the kind of losses which happens, which arises out of these false cases? So first is the company can itself get closed. Okay, because if it's a small startup, or if it's a small company, and if the word gets out saying that a lot of such molesters, or a lot of such indecent men work at this place, then it can also lead to closure of the company itself. Then comes reputation loss. The reputation will be tarnished of the company. It will be in media and everywhere. Revenue loss. A lot of revenue will the company will lose a lot of revenue. Loss of assets. The assets can be in any form. It can be in money, it can be in any object or anything. And a lot of negative environment gets created around the workplace, which impacts the productivity of the other employees as well. Loss of valuable employees. So most of the employees, they resign themselves. Okay, so they say that since we have been accused, we don't want to work here anymore, or they have been told that we will fire you. Okay, or you do one thing, you put in a resignation on your own so that we don't have to fire you on record. Okay, but some of the companies, they actually tell the employee to go on an unpaid leave or a paid leave. Okay, and then they are eventually they are let go of the from the company. And there are many other losses too. Okay, we'll just cover a little bit of what's impacting the most. Okay, so this is one of the graphic which I have created. Okay, if you don't, if it's a male-oriented company, and if suppose there are a lot of male employees working at your workplace, and if you have very less woman or female working at your workplace, and if you don't have any woman at all in your workplace, then the possibility is that there would be no cases at your workplace, no false cases at all, because there is no woman working at your place, and hence the false cases does not arise at all. Prevention is better than cure. What you can do is you can always be on CCTV. Every company has CCTV installed everywhere. Okay, in most of the places, and be in as many photos as you can. Always keep audio recording on, so you can go on. The audio recording can go on for many days and days. Okay, our phone has pretty good memory these days, although we cannot do video recording, but audio, always make sure that you keep audio recording on, so that even if you get accused of something, at least you will have the some or the other kind of evidence in your favor to produce, saying that I have not done anything wrong to which I am being accused of. Never visit a woman alone. You will need to make this point. You need to understand this point very well. Okay, because it's not possible to install CCTVs everywhere. Okay, so if a coworker of yours invites you or calls you to a place where there no CCTV, and she later on she puts some blame on you, saying that this person took me to this place, or we went to this particular room or place, and then he did something wrong with me. So in such scenario, it will be very difficult to prove that you have not done anything wrong, because since there's no evidence. So kindly avoid that. Avoid dinner with women. So there are some women who will say that I'll give you a treat, then let's go out for dinner, etc., etc. So it's all up to you whether you want to accept the invitation or ignore the invitation. But mostly if you avoid, then at least you will be safe from all the false allegations which they will put on later on. And kindly avoid having drinks with women, liquor and all those things, and never invite women at your place at all. Okay, if you are having a CCTV at home, then it's well. Okay, but if the audio is not recorded, then all she can always say that this person said something wrong to me. Okay, this person abused me. I was saying that, then IPC 500 509 is applicable on that. Okay, so kindly make sure that never to invite a woman at your place. Okay, and rest assured, always be on the lookout for traps. Okay, always be intuitive. Okay, be keep your eyes and ears open, and if you feel that anything is going wrong, or if you feel that if someone is trying to trap you purposely, then kindly act upon your intuition. On to the next slide. CCTV, as I covered. Okay, these are the different kinds of CCTV installed in the corporate sector as well as any workplace. Okay, so I've just put all types of CCTVs over here. Always make sure that you are captured on the CCTV during your office hours at workplace. Try to avoid blind spot, aka areas which are not covered by CCTV. Okay, so you should always avoid the blind spots, as I said earlier. Okay, if you have to prevent yourself. Okay, and if you think that this particular area is a blind spot, then kindly do not spend much time over there. Okay, be always make sure that you're always covered, within inside the CCTV. Yeah, and do not make, these are some of the things which you should not. Okay, do not make any gesture towards women. any hand gesture, okay, hand gesture or any sort of gesture, okay, and do not utter any non-related work words, okay, and do not make any unwanted sounds. Do not stare at women. Do not. I know this all sounds, very strict, but unfortunately, this is the kind of world which we are living in, especially our country, because all the laws they are actually in the favor of the woman, and the woman does not even have to give even a single piece of paper as an evidence to put a false allegation upon you. Okay, uh, because you will have to suffer for all the false allegations which this particular false accuser will be putting upon you. Okay, so do not let women be around you. Always be cautious. Okay, and never, if any woman is lingering around you, the place where you are sitting or the cubicle where you are, okay, kindly be extra cautious. Make sure that she is not doing something in order to frame you. Okay, although it might sound paranoid, but most of the times if you make sure of this particular point, then it will be very useful to you. And then report, always report your wrongdoings. Always report the wrongdoings of a woman. Okay, if you feel that if any woman is trying to do something against you, okay, which is completely false, or which does, so always make sure that you report to your superiors as well as the HR. Okay, and if you think the HR is not listening, if your superiors are not listening, then you can always resign and join other organization. Okay, if the current organization is not helping you even after reporting incidents repeatedly, okay, but make sure that you should never be silent. Okay, because it's actually a torture, and you should never be silent, or you should keep on getting tortured like this. Okay, you should always speak out. Okay, although people will say don't speak out, just just let it go, it will not happen again, but make sure it will happen again, and you need to speak out. If you don't speak out, nothing is going to change. It will be the same way as it is. Verification. Yeah, so always make sure to perform intensive background check of your co-workers, such as previous work history, cases filed upon and by the woman using credible background verification check companies. Okay, so I'm not asking you to verify it yourself, okay, because it might attract some cognizable offenses. Okay, so always use the services of a verified company. Make sure you sign a contract with them. Okay, and you do the background verification check, okay, of that particular person whom you wish to hire, or who is already working exist in your organization currently. Okay, and if you find any discrepancy, then you can always let go of that particular employee, and you can always be cautious so that no such future incidents might happen. Okay, and avoid hiring women who have already filed cases upon their husband, such as 498A and DV, domestic violence, or cases of such sort, or against any other men, such as 354, outraging modesty of woman, molestation, 376, rape, etc., etc. And if they have filed such cases, then kindly ask them to disclose the details. And if the investigation report is found to be false, then you need to actually let go of such employees, or it will be very toxic environment, and it may bring a lot of trouble for your company. And always make sure to read the company policies and manual. Okay, because eventually if you are working at a workplace, then you have to follow the laws, rules and regulations, terms and conditions within your company. So always read the company policies and manual. They are always available with your senior officials. If they don't have it, go to the HR and ask for the company policies and manual, okay, and any other documentation, and be in compliance with them. Okay, if you want to maintain a very good and healthy work culture. Okay, and make sure to always maintain safe distance. Okay, so this is not a corona announcement. Okay, this is a general announcement to a man. Okay, make sure to always maintain safe distance. Okay, because if you don't maintain safe distance, then you may get accused of anything. Okay, this person touched me, this person, it can be anything of any sort. Okay, and try to avoid physical touch. contact with them. Okay, because girl, lady, or woman, female can always say that he shook hands with me, but then he pressed my hands. Okay, so it would amount to applying criminal force upon the woman. Okay, so he had a criminal intention and then he applied force on her, and hence that IPC ingredients are attractable. So you should always avoid that. Okay, so these are some of the things which I have mentioned in my presentation. Okay, which you can take care of. uh, Rest is all up to you on how you maintain your work culture within the company. Okay, I already mentioned my details, and I hope the next speaker is ready with their presentation. Dr. Vikas, what we'll do is we'll take questions if anyone has questions regarding, but it should be related to my presentation. If no one has any question, then we can move on to the next speaker.
Yes, actually, I have read all the questions, and till now we didn't have any question about the false cases.
Okay.
And I want to add one more thing. In Corona time, the companies have adopted on unethical policies. So what they have done, instead of firing a person and giving him 2 3 months salary in advance, there's some rules are there. They are saying in the phone ki that particular woman have filed a sexual harassment case on you, and based on that, they are uh, firing you. So that's also one of way they are destroying the man. Okay, the our second speaker is
Okay.
Mr. Sorry, continue.
Yeah, no, I want to say something. Other than that, also, many women are acting like they are victims or they need help. Okay, that is the trap. Okay, avoid such things that women is victim. Okay, if any woman is saying she is victim and she needs help, even that's what I'm telling. You never know how they trap you. It's up to you to be clever and avoid such things because NCW and WCD are there to protect and help them. They are getting 25,000 crore per yearly funding from government, and they are not really helping. Okay, they are asking you to help. Avoid such contacts with such women.